Hi there, I'm Thom Malone. Very much looking forward to the action coming from Navan on Wednesday, one of the later flat cards of the year. But we start off at 2:05 with this maiden over just over 5 furlongs. And an unlucky loser last time out was the Gerlines trained Alarm Call in the colours of Enable, of course, Khaled Abdullah. But Colin Keane on board Alarm Call, and wouldn't be a big surprise if that one improves past that debut effort, and like I say, was a little unlucky in running on that occasion. At 20-3 we've got the Slane Nursery, that's a handicap over the minimum trip for 2-year-olds, and one here that's maybe not dropping in class, but is running in a lesser race than last time out. We're running really eye-catchingly as well at the Curragh, but like I say, lesser opposition this time around for Viv Vance, and is related to some nice sorts too. So I just think that Viv Vance there for James Nash and Chris Hayes could do the business at 20-3 in the nursery. At 3:15, it's the Boyne Valley Apprentice handicap over the minimum trip, and well, while poor old Teddy Boyd has been knocking on the door of late, he does love it at Navan, but it has become somewhat expensive to follow. So I think it's between himself and Pillar in that 3:15, one of those sprints this afternoon, the Boyne Valley Apprentice handicap sprint over the minimum trip. Meanwhile, at 10-4, really decent contest this one, the Newgrange handicap over once again the minimum trip of 5 furlongs, and like the look of Tide of Time here, dropping in class after running a nice race at the Longshanks Irish Champions weekend when last seen finishing down the field on that occasion. Inflection Point, another one who's dropping in class as well, and Truth Prevails, definitely one to keep an eye on. By Siuni, of course, he starred the winner of the Prix de l'Arc Triomphe on Sunday, so should be able to handle the ground. But really like the chances of Tide of Time back in calmer waters here, and of course he absolutely loves. I think he could be one of the better bets on the card for Eddie Lynham on Wednesday afternoon. At 4:20, it's the Navan Racecourse maiden over a mile. They lapse and business speak again here. Reoppose after finish down the field 2 runs back. But I quite like the chances here of the Donica O'Brien trained Emporio by Zoffany, second last time out, you'd imagine would improve for that one outing. And like I say, by Zoffany, so they tend to handle the softer going. So I like the chances of Emporio at 4:20. At 5-5, it's a fillies handicap over a mile. A pretty wide open looking contest, but I like the chances of the Gerlines trained Shaboom. Sam Ewing on board takes a really valuable £7 off. Again, another one who's dropping in class. This is much calmer waters this afternoon for Shaboom, and we'd imagine that filly will be able to handle the drop in class there at 5-5. We close it out with the 2 divisions of the 45-65, that Yellow Fairs handicap there over 10 furlongs. And one I like this look of here quite strongly actually is the John Ox trained Secrecy by See the Stars. You would think on pedigree shouldn't be in this calibre of race. First time in a handicap. John Ox has had a couple of winners in the last couple of weeks as well, so always good to see him back in the winners enclosure. Of course, he doesn't really have a See the Stars or a Born to See these days anymore, but this one by See the Stars, Secrecy, and looks to have a really good chance, that handicap debutant in the penultimate race of the afternoon at 5:25. And closing out the Division 2 of that Yellow Fairs handicap, I just like the look here of one down to the bottom. He's been in a decent bit of form, really knocking on the door at Stellify. Stephen Mooney rides there for Ada McGuinness. Like I say, has been placed in his last 3 occasions, and by the looks of things really relishes the rain softening going as well, so that will be of no harm. So Stellify in the lucky last, but probably Tide of Time, my best bet of the afternoon at Navan on Wednesday.